Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of my tutorial video channel. The subject of this video is management accounting and the topic is marginal costing. In this video, I will discuss how by using marginal costing technique, you can find out the effect of changes in selling price on the break-even point of a firm. In my earlier videos, I have discussed the different formulae used in marginal costing technique. As you know, marginal costing is a method as well as a technique. As a method, it is used for product valuation, for finding out the cost of sales of products and valuation of inventory. And as a technique, marginal costing is used by management for decision making purposes. Now for a quick recap, I am once again writing the formulae. Those are used in marginal costing technique. So here I am writing the formulae used. Formulae of marginal costing. Number 1, sales minus variable cost is equal to contribution. Number 2, contribution minus fixed cost is equal to profit. Number 3, profit volume ratio, profit volume or PV ratio is equal to contribution by sales into 100. Number 4, break-even point in units is equal to fixed cost over contribution per unit, and BP in volume is equal to fixed cost over PV ratio, and number 5, margin of safety or MS is equal to total sales minus BEP sales or profit over PV ratio. So these are the formulae used in marginal costing technique for different management decision making. Now here we have a problem to solve. We have to find out the effect of changes in selling price on the break-even point of the firm. Selling price per unit is 10, variable cost per unit is 4, fixed cost is 36,000 per annum. We have to find out the effect of 20% increase and 20% decrease in the selling price on the break-even point. Here I am solving this problem. Watch carefully. We shall make 3 columns, one for the present situation, one for 20% increase in price, and finally the third one for 20% decrease in selling price. So first, present. Second, 20% increase in selling price, and then 20% decrease in selling price. Okay. Selling price per unit. The current selling price per unit is 10. If selling price increases by 20%, it becomes 12. And if it decreases by 20%, then it becomes 8. Variable cost per unit. Variable cost per unit is not changing. It remains 4 per unit for all the 3 price levels. So it is 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. So we deduct variable cost from selling price to get what? To get contribution. Sales minus variable cost is contribution. So we get contribution per unit. Here you get 6, here you get 8, and here you get 4. So you can find out the PV ratio, that is profit volume ratio. What is the formula of PV ratio? Contribution by sales into 100. So here it is 6 over 10 into 100. Here we have 8 over 12 into 100. And here PV ratio is 4 over 8 into 100. Okay. So this is 60%. Now 8 by 12 into 100, let us see what it comes to. (66.66%). So it is 66.66%, and 4 over 8 into 100, straight away 50%. So we have got the PV ratios for different selling prices. Now we shall find out the break-even point in units. What is the formula of break-even point in units? Fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. So here it is 36,000 divided by 6. Here it is 36,000 divided by 8. And here 36,000 divided by 4. So it is 6,000. It is 4,500, and it is 9,000. So when the selling price is 10, BEP is 6,000. When selling price is 12, that is 20% more than the current selling price, then the BEP is 4,500, and if selling price decreases by 20% and it becomes 8, then BEP becomes 9,000 in terms of units, and BEP in volume. What is the formula? BEP in volume, fixed cost over PV ratio. So here you get 36,000 over 60%. Here 36,000 over 66.66%, and here it is 36,000 over 50%. Let us see what they come to. 36,000 over 60%. So it is 60,000. This is 36,000 over 66.66%. So it is 54,005. 54,005. And here 36,000 over 50% means 72,000. So when the selling price is 10, BEP in units is 6,000 and BEP in sales volume is 60,000. You can take any currency you feel like. I have not mentioned any particular currency, but you can take any currency you feel like. You can take dollar, you can take rupee, you can take pound, yen, whatever you feel like. And when selling price is 12 per unit, BEP in units is 4,500 and BEP in terms of volume is 54,005. And finally, when the selling price is 8, that is decreased by 20% from the current selling price of 10, then BEP is 9,000 units and BEP in terms of units is 9,000 and BEP in terms of volume is 72,000. Okay. Now we shall find out how the BEP is changing. So change in BEP. In terms of units, it was 6,000, now it has become 4,500. So 6,000 minus 4,500 is 1,500. So 1,500 divided by 6,000 into 100. This is the percentage change. And here BEP is 9,000. It has become 9,000. And it was 6,000 when the price was 10 per unit. So how much the change? $3,000 divided by 6,000. Into 100, that is, here it is 25%, and here 50%. Okay. In this case, BEP is falling by 25%, isn't it? Previously it was 10, when selling price was 10, BP was 6,000. When selling price is 12, BP is 4,500. That means BP has fallen by 1,500. So this change is negative, minus 25%. That means BP is falling by 25%. BP in terms of units is falling by 25% when the price is 12 per unit. And here when the price is decreasing by 20% and it becomes 8 from 10, then BP is increasing by 50%. So this is plus 50%. So these are the changes in BP in terms of units when the selling price increases by 20% and decreases by 20%. Now, changes in volume. It was 60,000 when the selling price was 10. BP in terms of volume was 60,000, and when the selling price is increasing by 20% and becoming 12, then BP in terms of volume is 54,005. So the change is 60,000 minus 54,005. Is equal to 5995. That is 5995 divided by 60,000 into 100, and here BP in terms of volume is increasing from 60,000 to 72,000, that is by 12,000. So it is 12,000 divided by 60,000 into 100. Let us see what they come to. $5,995 over 60,000 that is 9.99%. 9.99%. Very close to 10%. And here %. Okay. So BP in terms of volume is falling when the selling price is increasing, so it must be negative, as we have done here. And when the selling price is decreased by 20%, then the break-even point in terms of volume is increasing from 60,000 to 72,000. So it is increasing by 20%, so this is plus 20%. So you can see that when selling price is changing, BP in terms of units and BP in terms of sales volume changing by different percentage. When the selling price increases from 10 to 12, that is by increases by 20%, then BP in terms of units decreases by 25%, and BP in terms of volume decreases by 9.99%. And when the selling price decreases by 20% from 10 to 8, then BP in terms of units is increasing by 50%, and BP in terms of sales volume is increasing by 20%. So these are the effect of changes in selling price on the break-even point of a firm. Now I am erasing some parts so that I can draw a diagram to show the impact of three price levels. So I am erasing this part, this formula part. Okay. On x-axis we measure output, and on x-axis we measure cost and sales. We know variable cost line starts from origin. Why? Because when output is 0, variable cost is 0. So the variable cost line goes like this. This is variable cost line. Fixed cost remains fixed, that is, the fixed cost line is horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis. This is fixed cost. Therefore, this is total cost. Total cost line will be parallel to variable cost line, because we have simply superimposed the fixed cost, variable cost over fixed cost. Now you see three different selling prices. When output is 0, then that means sales is also 0. So the sales line starts from origin 2. This is SP12, this one is SP10, and this one is SP8. Three different sales lines. You see, when the selling price is 12, the sales line and variable and the total cost line intersect at this point. So this is the BP units, and we have found out that as 4,500. So this is 4,500. When the selling price is 10 per unit, then the sales line and variable total cost line intersect at this point. So this is the break-even point. This is 6,000 units. And when the sales price falls to 8, then the selling price and total cost line intersects, sales line and total cost line intersect at this point. So this is the break-even point. How much? 9,000. Please remember one thing, that these graphs, these diagrams are not drawn to the scale. So please don't go by the measurement by scale. Okay. This is fixed cost. This is variable cost. Variable cost line starts from the origin, because if output is 0, then variable cost is 0. So the variable cost line starts from origin. And this is the variable cost line. This is the upward straight line. And when output is 0, sales is also 0. So the sales line also starts from origin. Now we have drawn 3 sales line for 3 sales prices. This one is for when sales price is 12. This one is when sales price is 10. And this one when sales price is 8. Selling price is 8. This sales line, that is when selling price is 12, intersects total cost at this point. So this is the break-even point, that is firm is neither earning any profit nor incurring any loss. So that is 4,500 units. And the sales line in between these two is one which the firm is currently having, that is 10 per unit. Then this is sales line. Here the sales line and the total cost line intersect at this point. So this is the break-even point, which is 6,000. And finally, when the selling price decreases by 20% and it becomes 8, this is the sales line for selling price of 8 per unit. And that sales line and total cost line intersect at this point. So break-even point is 9,000. Okay. Yeah. So far so good. It is enough for this video. I believe you have understood it well. Still, should you have any doubt in your mind, if you have any query, if you think any point needs more explanation and clarification, please feel comfortable to let me know through the comment section. I shall be glad to answer to all your relevant queries. And if you think this video is beneficial for you, please do share the video with your friends, brothers, sisters and colleagues, so that they can also derive benefit by watching this video. And finally, thank you very much for watching this video. Stay well and goodbye.